The OWN Network's Queen Sugar is a series about three estranged siblings that inherit an 800-acre sugarcane farm in the heart of Louisiana. And while all the family drama keeps us tuned in like this every week, neither does our next guest performance. Omar Dorsey, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it, brother.
Thank you. And I have to start off by congratulating you and the cast on season 3.
I know, man. It's amazing. We first started doing it, we didn't know how the people would receive it. And, just the outpouring of the fans and everything that they do, man, it's just been a blessing.
Did you ever think it would get to this point where you're going season 3 and you're one of the most popular shows on the OWN Network?
I didn't know that. No, we didn't. We didn't know what we were doing. We first started doing it, we was doing it out of love, and we knew that what we were doing, that we loved doing it. And, we read the scripts and, working just with everybody on there. We're like, I hope that everybody else receives it the way that we've been giving it out. Yeah.
Well, why do you think the show resonates so much with audiences? What is it about?
I think because it's a family show, so no matter what demographic you may be, you can always relate to any of those characters, any of, the siblings, the aunt, myself. Everybody who's on that show, somebody reminds you of somebody in your family.
Yeah. Definitely Aunt Violet reminds me of folks in my family.
Exactly, and Hollywood reminds me of people in my family. I try my best to reflect all those solid brothers who I grew up with, all my uncles, my father.
Is that what you did to create Hollywood, your character? So who was it in your life that you designed this character after?
It's an amalgamation of a lot of men. I knew primarily my father. Just how great of a man that he is, Reverend Dr. Omar Dorsey, and just the way that he loves on my mother. A lot of my uncles, just a lot of men in my life. I've been lucky enough to have a whole lot of strong brothers in my life when I was coming up, and I could look to and say that these are the type of people I want to be when I grow up.
Yeah, it's funny because every time I watch Queen Sugar with any ladies, they be like, "That's the kind of man I need. That's what I'm talking about."
Exactly. Yeah.
I did, man. You set the bar high for all the other guys.
I set the bar high for myself.
Right.
I'm like, I got to go home. I'm like, yeah, but that ain't me. I'm trying. I ain't got that much time on my hand, but yeah, it's just a great character, and it's great to be able to play that type of man. You don't see that a lot,
Yeah, you're not the street thug, the guy who's doing wrong. You're
Exactly.
the good stand-up guy, and the thing is, you're not the unicorn. We just don't hear as much about the other good guys. So it's nice that you have that opportunity to portray a good black man who's doing good with his woman.
That's the point. These are the role models that we should be looking at. Like I said, these are the brothers that I've seen when I was growing up, and I remember the first time we screened it, the rapper Common was saying, yo, man, the role that Omar is playing is this is the guys who we know, but it's never been shown on screen before. It's not like he's just some, hyper, this super dude. It's just a regular guy. Yeah. So I'm glad I'm able to be the one to reflect that.
But not only a regular guy, you're a young guy
right.
in the show, and you're dating an older woman, Aunt Violet. So what is it like letting Aunt Violet rob the cradle?
You know what? It's crazy because the first time I ever met her, during the audition process, our chemistry was so on from the beginning that it was never a thing of age, and that's the thing that we never really play. But she might say something about it, like, you might want to have kids one day, this, that, and the other. I'm like, no, I want you. So I don't think that we ever really play the age stuff that much. It might come up. You might look at it, look at us sometimes together like, oh, she got a little young one. But, shoot, I ain't that young. But it's a 20-year difference, though.
Right, 20-year difference.
Right.
But in real life, do you like the cougars? What kind of woman are you looking for?
I'm looking for the woman I got. You know what I'm saying?
Points for that. Points for that. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't even. But man, Tina Lifford is extremely she's amazing.
Yeah.
Outside of the Aunt Vi clothes, when you see her in real life, you're like, oh my God, she looks like a supermodel. Yeah. But she's just an amazing actress.
But you can even tell on camera she doesn't really portray her age. She still looks very young. Black don't crack.
Yeah, exactly, and she has a young spirit. I can't keep up with her sometimes. We go out and okay, Tina, I need to go take a nap. Oh, we calling it that early? Yeah, we calling it that early. So yeah.
Okay, well, let's back up a little bit and talk about your career trajectory. Because you started off, you did The Blind Side, Django Unchained, Selma. How did you know you wanted to do this as a career? What was the first tell point?
My mother was a theater director when I was growing up, so I've always been in the acting world since 3 or 4 years old. So my mother became my teacher through the drama ministry at church. Then I went to performing art high school. I went to college. I studied acting. I studied writing. I studied directing. So it's always the trajectory that I was on. I didn't get the voice or any of that, stuff until later on. But
do you remember your first performance?
Yeah, I do, man. I do. It's crazy. I used to do these talent shows when I was like 4 or 5 years old, and I do the 23rd Psalms. The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. And I always remember that.
Did you just do it as a poem, or did you sing it?
I did it as a poem. It's like a monologue type thing,
You been doing monologues since you was a baby?
Man, since I was, but my mom was my teacher,
Right.
And it's like, and
barely talk. My Lord and my shepherd.
It's crazy. It's like I was telling somebody today that like children have this imagination that they have no barriers. Just like the kid who's on our show, Ethan, he plays Blue. Man, I work with him sometimes, and I'm just like, man, I wish I had that much carefree and not thinking about what the performance and all of that stuff, because that's just what kids do. They just go in there and play, and so I really admire what kids do. So that's what I was doing when I was like 4 or 5. I wish I had somebody put a camera in my face.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
I love to hear you talk about your cast members like Blue and everybody else. It seems like you hold everybody up to high regards that you work with. How important is it to have those solid Hollywood relationships?
You know what? Those are Hollywood relationships. Period, man. Like solid ones. Those are the ones that you have. You hold on to. I've been lucky enough to work with Ava for the last 4 years since Selma, and just our relationship has been through the moon, man. And everybody who's on the show too, whether it's Kofi or Timon or Rutina, Dawn Lynn, everybody on the show. Nick Ash is like my son, the one who plays Micah. We all are family. Dondre, Henry, we're just a big family. We've been since day one.
Wow,
Yeah.
That's great that you can do that. Now, I don't know if you're going to be as close as your next cast, because your next cast is scary. You're going to be in the reboot of the Michael Myers thriller Halloween.
Right.
You're going to make friends with Mike. I don't know. You want to make friends with him? Well, what is that like being on that? You're going to be playing the sheriff, right?
I play the sheriff, yeah. Once again, when we talk about relationships you make, I did a television show called Eastbound and Down with Danny McBride. And we had such a good time doing that. So when he ended up writing Halloween, and David Gordon Green, who was the directors of a lot of our episodes of Eastbound and Down, he's directing Halloween. When they called me and asked me if I wanted to do a movie, I was like, this is a no-brainer. And I just wanted to get back and work with them again. We've been talking about it for years. So it's been, I'm very excited to see what this does. The trailer just dropped a couple of days ago, and had the whole internet going nuts.
Wow. Now, are you going to die in the first 5 minutes?
I ain't going to even tell you.
Oh, man, come on.
I played this shit. I know, but you know what? No, they wrote it really well for me. I'll just say that.
Okay.
They wrote it really well for me.
I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, now I hear a rumor that you had in high school. I hear that you were voted most likely to do anything.
Yeah.
Is that what your superlative was?
Yes, that's what my superlative was.
Okay.
It certainly was. Yeah.
And what does that mean? Why did you get that?
Man, I was crazy. I'd do anything. I'd jump. During lunch, I'd just jump on top of a table and start singing. I'd do anything.
Still to this day?
Just jump. I mean, not this day.
Oh, because I was about to give
I got too much to lose now.
Okay, so that's what happened to you in high school. I want to give a superlative to each of your cast members from Queen Sugar now. All right, so let's go. Let's talk about Kofi. All right, give us a superlative for Kofi.
Most likely to stunt.
Stunt.
Yeah.
Like stunt, like I'm stunning.
Like he's just the flyest dresser I know, man. That dude
Okay.
just comes out the house stunting.
Love that. Okay.
Yeah.
Now let's go to Tina, who plays Aunt Violet.
Most likely to take care of everybody in the world.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
I like that. See,
Yeah.
I like her. Okay, now let's go to Dawn, who plays Charlie.
Most likely to tell everybody in the world what to do.
Ooh.
That's a good thing, though.
That's a good thing.
That's a
Depends
good
on
thing.
how she tells them what to do.
She finesses it.
Oh, okay.
She finesses it. Everybody needs to be at my house at 6 o'clock, and I'll have this, that. Oh, okay, guess we're going to be there. Yeah.
Okay, that works then. Rutina.
Most likely to take you on a journey to the moon.
Uh-oh. Wait, is that a good thing or a
It's
bad
a great thing, man.
Okay.
She's mystical. She's just like this mystical being, and I've known her for years, and I've way before this show. And anytime we talk, man, it's just like, wow, man, she opens me up opens my head up, opens, you know, all my sensors up so much.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
You have to talk to us about the first time you met Queen Oprah Winfrey.
Man, the first time I met Oprah was when we were doing Selma. And I'm in the trailer with her, because that's why I had a wig on, so I had to be in the trailer longer than everybody else, and she was having a wig. And we were just, I was like, I'm sitting beside Oprah right now. I don't even know how to even talk to her. But then it's every day we were sitting in the trailers, she and I. And she's just the most loving woman, man. She really is. You know, people talk about like she's the queen of the world, but she really is, man. But she doesn't act like it.
Right.
She acts like she's just one. You know, man, whatever. Omar. What you drinking on, O?
Right.
What you want to drink? You know, I like it, man. Let me get this and another. I got you. She'd be the bartender. You know, so that's like, you know, she's a very special woman, as we all know. You know, so. I appreciate everything she's done for me, too.
And done for everybody. We're happy she created a network and that
Yes.
Queen Sugar is on it. Tell everybody when we can catch Queen Sugar.
You can catch Queen Sugar 10 o'clock every Wednesday. Please watch it. It's the best show on television.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us.
Shannon,
Appreciate
sure.
you.
Thank
And
you.
Arise 360, we'll be right back.